Hey, everybody. Happy Monday. Uh-oh. I'm hoping I show up on Facebook. I can't see anything on my end. Oh, there we go. Now I'm back. I went away for a minute. If you're watching on a replay, put in the comments #replay. If you're watching live, tell me what you're working on. All my projects are complex right now. I'm back to not having anything simple to knit on. It's disconcerting. I think that means I need to start something new. Hi, Linda. Hi, Oriana. Give everybody a minute or two to join us. I hope you're all staying warm if you're Michigan based anyways. It's a little chilly. It's well, 46 degrees right now. I think it was snowing on and off today, which did not make me very happy. I thought we were done with that, but I guess not. Yes, Julie, I have it behind me. Mary can't hear me. Uh-oh. Well, let me see. Well, now let's see if that makes a difference. Okay. Melissa says I'm good now. All right. I don't know. My Facebook feed is telling me that things are kind of unstable. So hopefully this fixes it now. Malcolm. You're fat fingering the keyboard. Good, good, good. See, I was just killing time waiting for more people to come on anyway. Excellent, excellent. So again, tell me what you're working on. If it's, tell me what type of project it is that you're working on too. I'm curious about that. I just volunteered today to do a test knit for the friend of another yarn store owner. And it's a cute little summer tee that has beads on the sleeve and around the collar. You know, why not tackle one more thing? I'm going to try and hurry up and finish my the summertime top that I was working on, get back to that now that I've got a few things done. So who did I miss while I was troubleshooting? All kinds of people. Mary, Nicole, Linda, Mama, Jean, Sherry, Malcolm, Pam, Cindy, Lisa, Polly is my mom's working on a sweater called the Polly sweater. It's a free pattern on Barocco's website. She's using Barocco Remix for it, and it's really working up quickly. And I really I like how it's working. Katrina making a dog fun. Hi, Shar. Holly, hi from Marco Island. Holly, I did get your message. I will send you the link to that pattern. I know the one you're talking about. I just didn't get a chance to look up the actual pattern name before I jumped on here, but I will get that to you. Shawl, Vicky working on sweater and socks. Hi, Jill. All right, we got a few people on here. That's good. So I will go ahead and get started. Welcome to Monday Motivation. Today is April 24th, 2023. It is LYS Day week, kind of like birthday week, right? It can't just be a day. My name is Kristen. I'm the owner of the Little Yarn Shop located in downtown Saginaw, Michigan, inside the SVRC Marketplace. Marketplace is open Wednesday through Saturday, typically 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. This Saturday, I will be opening at 9 for those who want to try and either get here early because they just want to get here and hang out with us all day, or get here before they try and get to a couple other shops. Local Yarn Store Day is coming up this Saturday. If you're not sick of hearing me say it, even if you are, I'm going to say it again. This Saturday, April 29th, 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. We will be open. Melissa will be here. She'll have a shirt on to identify herself, as will some of her cousin and her friend, which is awesome. We will have social knitting set up. It might kind of be tucked around the corner a little bit. We can't do it where we had it last year because there's a coffee shop there now, but that's fun too. We've got the coffee shop. They open at 8. They have been well warned that they might get inundated with crafters. Melissa's waving her hands at me about what? Are you having a hard time hearing me again? No, I'm okay. All right. Oh man. It's gonna be one of those days. Hopefully I'm back now. I sound goofy. That could just be my voice, Sherry. Okay, now I'm good. Man, oh man. So yeah, Saturday, Melissa will have the winding station set up and be kind of hosting social knitting. So plan to be here to hang out for the day if you can. We'll have a little area set up. If our like social knitting area gets busy, there are plenty of other spots that are cozy around the marketplace that are plenty suitable for hanging out and knitting and crocheting. So I wanted to go over some of the kits. Specifically, I wanted to talk about the 2 that are behind me. Those are samples of Jill's new, I was in a tunnel. Jill Zielinski, also known as Knitterella. She designs under the name Knitterella. She owns a yarn company called North Bay Fiber. So she does both sides of things. And her newest design called Town Line will be released on LYS Day. And we collaborated with her to put kits together with the North Bay Fibers yarn. And today is the last day to pre-order kits to ensure that you are able to get yours by Saturday. She has been busily dyeing up yarn for these kits. I am meeting up with her tomorrow morning to get some of them from her and to drop these back off to her. So if you're in the shop this week, I won't have these 2 samples. I will have mine, but I'm going to grab Julie's because it has beads on it, and who doesn't like beads? So the Town Line shawl is a 3 skein fingering weight shawl. She's calling it asymmetrical, but I guess it's asymmetrical in terms of how you knit it, not so much the shape. It's pretty, Julie aggressively blocks things, but it's pretty symmetrical in terms of half and half being the same size. So it has kind of what I will tell you about this is what she calls like your main color is going to be whatever color you want this big solid middle section to be. So when you're figuring out your colors, keep in mind what you want your solid section to be, but also what 2 colors you think will be the best contrast for the other part. So you start with just a few stitches and increase. And there are a couple different mosaic patterns in here. Julie mentioned after the fact that these little dots would be a great place to put beads too, but she she was a little busy sample knitting. So as it grows, there's more of this dotted grid, and it is not stranded. So you're not working with more than one color at a time. It's just, knitting and slipping stitches. Julie put little beads down at the bottom. I don't know if you guys will be able to see them or not. They shine a little bit. They're just this really pale. They have like the AB finish on them. They're like a pale pink color. So each kit includes 3 skeins of fingering weight yarn from North Bay Fibers. Their yarn is 100% US sourced and milled and dyed. The wool is from Campbell County, Wyoming. It's spun in Nazareth, Pennsylvania, and hand dyed in Pinconning, Michigan. So cool to keep, let's see, beginner friendly. I would say confident beginner. Julie was putting together a kind of a stitch count checklist to keep you on track. I'm hoping maybe I have that for those that want it. It won't be included with the pattern, but might be something that we'll be able to provide here in the shop to people. It is written out in a way that I think you could follow it for sure. Sorry guys, my throat is dry today. So the first thing I wanted to go over is there are 7 different kit combinations. Melissa posted the link to order the kits online. The kits that you get from us, if you do this pre-order, you will get the 3 skeins of fingering weight yarn. You will get a download code to get the pattern for free. Then in addition from us, you will get a tote bag that has the little Yarn Shop logo on it. I am having Sarah from down in the bead store put something fun together for us. And each one is going to be unique. So it's totally cool. I have flyers in there for another local business and a discount, which I think is kind of fun. And something else, today is Monday. The event is Saturday. I have plenty of time to figure out what else I'm going to put in there. So these kits will be available. The yarn for the pattern will be available as kits here in the shop. We'll have a few of the colors here in stock, and then Jill will have some also. Those will just be the 3 skeins of yarn. They will not include all of the other things. So if you want all the other goodies, that's something you have to get through us as part of the pre-order. So 7 different kits. They're lettered A through F. Kit A, and I apologize that there's crinkling, but I was going to have everything out of the packaging, and then I decided 21 skeins of yarn just out floating around without being consolidated a little bit might kind of I'll get confused. So kit A is for my my gray girls. So kit A is rock bottom, split shot, and coho. So dark, medium, and light gray. Beautiful tones. Jill does a great job dyeing her yarn where there is a little bit of variation, but it's pretty saturated. So you're not going to see a lot of light, dark tonal. And yes, the kits are 130. So this is kit A. Rock bottom, split shot, and coho. Most of these kits are colors that are in her, I think she calls it like her everyday collection of colors. Kit B is the one that I just showed you that Julie used in her shawl. So I won't take those out of the bag. The colors are Lotus, Chartreuse, and Natural, I believe. That's kit B. It looks a lot cooler knit up. Well, I'm already making a mess, you guys. And I apologize for the rustling. So this one, that's kit B. The beauty of having 3 full skeins and the way this pattern is written is you can use, oh, sand point, there we go. You can use any of the 3 colors for your main color and the 2 contrast colors. So if you would rather have this large section be pink, you can very easily do that. There's enough yarn to do it any way you want. So that's kit B. Kit C. This has been a pretty popular one, kind of along the lines of the 3 shades of gray. This is kind of the shades of blue. There's Bayshore, Float, and Natural. So Natural is the undyed yarn, just the way that it is from the sheep, which is, it's kind of cool. The Cormo sheep are like almost like a bright white. So it's a good base for her to start from. So that's kit C, kind of a denim-y blues, light and dark denim-y blue. Kit D. Is a fun spring one. Row, Spring Lake, and Natural. So Row is this pretty, I don't know what you would even call it. So this combo, Jill was saying the other day, is kind of it's kind of a different version of the shawl that Julie did. So it's like a pinky, salmony, not even salmon, corally color, I guess. This pretty spring green, and again, the natural undyed. That is kit D. Kit E is Tobico, Claybanks, and Sandpoint. This is the one that Jill did. So this is the colors in kit E. This is for my warm color girls. This beautiful, this green is gorgeous. It's like it's like an olive green, but brighter, I think. So that is kit E. Kit F is my custom colors. Jill stopped by here the other day to drop off those 2 shawls so I could have them to show for a day or 2. And she brought skeins from my custom kit that have the color names on them. So I'm pretty excited about that. This is the colors for my custom kit. So the color names are Kristen's Fave Teal, Deb's Raspberry Jam, and Karen's Ultimate Blurple. So what is Blurple? Blurple is like black, blue, purple, very dark. If you look at it compared to like the dark gray rock bottom, you can see that there is definitely like a bluey purple tone to it. Oh, YouTube, it's kind of doing its own thing there, but you can definitely see the difference. It looks on its own black, but it's not, which is one of the heritage fingering weight yarns that we have here is called Night, and it looks like black, but it's not until you hold it up against black, and then you see it's a really dark blue. So that's where we have this Karen's Ultimate Blurple. So that is the one that I was working on, am working on. I'm still working my way through it. These are custom colors for the shop. I got into the little bottom mosaic. I'm thinking actually it looks like my colors on Facebook are coming through pretty accurately, which is awesome. That's the first time I feel like they've come across as an accurate representation of kind of the turquoisey, we called it teal, but I think it's kind of more of a turquoisey color instead of just straight up blue. These are colors that are exclusive to the shop. These kits will be exclusive to the shop for as long as we carry them. So like I said, there will be some kits that we will have on LYS Day and available after. They just will be the 3 skeins of yarn and won't include all of the other goodies. I know it was fun having the names. The last kit, Kit G. It's for my purple ladies and guys, I guess. Kit G is natural, split shot, and beach glass. So there's natural, split shot, and beach glass. This really pale purple, a medium gray. It's the same like the mid gray that is in the 3 and the kind of the monotone kit. But this purple is just, man. YouTube is just blowing the colors out. It's not looking accurate at all. It's a really pretty, but Facebook's doing all right with the colors. So those are the kits. Again, today is the last day for the pre-order that will be available to pick up or to ship out. We will ship them out if you request on LYS Day. We'll ship them out the following Monday. But those kits, as long as you order by today, your kits will include all of the goodies. There we go, Julie Lilac. I'm at a little bit of a loss for words today, apparently. So this shawl, the Town Line shawl, is one of the things that I've been working on. I tried to get, because I was fortunate enough that Jill and Julie were knitting samples in other colors. I tried to get a few other samples done for LYS Day too. So Barocco is offering download codes for a knit pattern and a crochet pattern called Brick and Mortar. They're cowls. The knit one takes 1 skein of worsted weight yarn. The crochet cowl takes 2. It takes like 1.5. And so I finished up my knitted version of the cowl. So this is brick. The crochet one is mortar, brick and mortar, which I think is fun. So 1 skein of Barocco Ultra Alpaca. When you purchase 1 or 2 skeins of the Ultra Alpaca on Saturday, you'll get a flyer with the code to download the patterns for free. You'll be able to download both the knit and crochet pattern for free. So rest assured, I will have a variety of price points on things that we'll have here in the store. So if it's not in your budget to get one of the larger kits, I still appreciate any support from anybody. So pinning the labels to it. Malcolm, I don't know what you mean. So that's one of the other things. Something I haven't really talked too much about, I don't think, is that Earth Yarns put kits together. I swear, it's like the more I try to not make noise, the more noise I make. So Earth Yarns. sorry, I got distracted. I was reading comments, has come up with a similar idea to what Barocco did, having a knit and a crochet project that has a similar look to it, using the same type of yarns. So Earth is calling theirs medley and montage. So medley is the knitted version, montage is the crocheted version. These kits come with one set of colors. They didn't give me any options. It comes with the 4 skeins of 50-gram skeins of DK weight yarn to make either one of these. You get full printed patterns of both the knit and crochet patterns. There's also a QR code to download the PDF of them. And the 4 colors are all Earth's DK weight monochrome DK, which is 100% superwash merino. And these are the colors. So it's a little bit easier to see this. There's that, there's a green, a yellow, kind of an orange, and then kind of an orangey tan, I would say. But you get, each kit has 4 50-gram skeins, the printed patterns, and a QR code. Those kits will be $70. And I do have enough of those kits here that if you wanted to pre-order, we can take pre-orders for those. There are a few kits for the Casapinka new pattern that I don't have very many of, or I have just one or two of. So those will just go out the day of. I'm not going to talk about those tonight. I will talk about my finished Casapinka shawl though. This shawl, I think, is going to come with a little bit of an asterisk because I want to set expectations up properly for people. I knit it from her initial work in progress pattern. So I'm sure there are going to be some changes made between the pattern she gave us and the pattern that she releases. But it's done. It's kind of, it's one of those where as I was knitting it and I just had this little V section going, people were kind of, couldn't really figure out how it would turn into a triangular shawl. At one point though, down here, you stop increasing and start decreasing and you get that long triangular shape. She called for size 6 needles. I did this on 5s, and for a 2 skein shawl, it's huge. It's definitely one of those you could wrap all the way around and tie as like a little shrug. If you don't like wrapping things that way, wrap it behind this way and tie it. Still get that little shrug design and keep the tails out of the way. So I really like these 2 colors together. This springy, the gold with the pinks and oranges, and then this medium brown in with it. I'm really happy with how it turned out. And these stripes, look at these stripes, you guys. Blocking did make a huge difference with this shawl. Okay, the asterisks include, she initially said that you needed 400 yards of fingering weight yarn in 2 colors. The brown that I used was Cascade Heritage, which has 430 yards, 437 to be exact. And I ran out with 2.5 rows to go. And I'm hearing from other designers that they had a similar problem. So my concern is the Dream in Color kits that they put together that we are selling and promoting as being partnered up with this shawl. I am concerned about promoting that together because I don't want you to run out of yarn. There are plenty of other 2 skein fingering weight shawl patterns that the Dream in Color kits will be beautiful for. If you want suggestions, we can give you some. Dream in Color sent out some suggestions to us as well. And I will have some other kits here. Like, I think the Ridiculous sparkle sock that I got in, this is one of her sparkle socks that I just got in. These have 438 yards in them. So if you're pairing something else, you shouldn't have to worry about it. We'll have a few of those kits, and it's just one or two special combos that we put together for that. If you buy 2 skeins of fingering weight yarn from us, you will get the download code. Assuming I get them from Casapinka, you will get the code to download the pattern for free. So whether you decide to pair it with the yarn you buy or not, that's totally up to you. But I will honor the fact that you'll get the pattern for free. You could end with more of the other color, which is what I ended up doing, Melissa. That's why the last couple rows are the variegated. The brown was my main color. The variegated was my contrast color. So the variegated, I had a little bit left, but not a whole lot. You could go down a needle size. I haven't checked my gauge post blocking. But yeah, Julie, both. I think you're right. Because yeah, going down to needle size, you would still have a pretty substantial shawl, even having done that. I will have a couple other kits here that are exclusive to LYS Day. Kits from Wonderland, and I feel like there's something else, but I can't remember. I will have those here in the store. I just don't have them yet, so I can't show them off yet. And non-yarny things that I will have, or non-fiber things, I guess, that I will have here in the shop on Saturday. And I have now on display, but they will be for sale on Saturday. The first is Lemonwood. Lemonwood is a new company that is like a sister company to Dream in Color. It's another woman-owned business. I actually think it's the same owners, just branching out a little bit because, you know, like most of us, you don't have enough to do. Let's do more. So this one is called their Wool Story box. They have a couple different designs. This one is exclusive to LYS Day, and it tells the story of wool. So it starts with gather wool, sort wool, little bags of roving, or yeah, spin wool, and love wool. And it's got sheep on the top. What's cool about these boxes is they're hinged. They open. They've got a nice, almost like a felt bottom on there. So it doesn't, it's not rough on your yarn at all. And when it closes up, it's got this little, there we go, little hole for your yarn to come through to keep your cats or your other critters out. We've had discussions about that, or granddaughter hands over the last couple of days. Put your yarn in there, pull it out through the hole. These will be 90. I have a handful of these that I will have here in the shop. The last thing that I will have here that I can talk about today is their tablet stand. So these, they break down. This part comes out. So they lay flat. And I have been I've had this set up and I've been using it with my my e-notebook because it has a cover on it, but it doesn't have like a kickstand or anything. So, but it has the same design, which is really, really beautiful. The tablet stands are $50. And again, I have a few of those that I will have here on. Julie, exactly. Julie saying, if you had a project in progress already, you could still put it in here since there's a little notch in there. You wouldn't have to start your project by threading it through that hole. You could do it at any time. So I have some of the tablet stands here on Saturday. Oh, I know I put it out on social media, but I wanted to make sure I mentioned it here too, and I really need to send an email. One more thing on my to-do list, that the Great Lakes road trip mystery knit along has been delayed. For those of you who were interested in participating, or you had pre-ordered kits through us or through any of the shops that were promoting the kits with the monostel Uruguay yarn, they had an accident at their facility in Uruguay, and thankfully nobody was hurt, but it did slow down things quite a bit. So we have not gotten an update on when the yarns will be coming into the States. So the two designers that are hosting this mystery knit along have decided to push back the start date for the MCAL. And I don't think they've come up with a new specific date for it yet. One fun thing about that is it'll kind of, it's like delayed gratification. So you can celebrate LYS Day a little bit later in the season too. As I get more information, or if I get more information about that, I will pass it on. And talking about pre-orders, the same goes for the Chiago Forte needle sets that were pre-ordered. I still have not gotten any further update from them. The last update I got said, hopefully by summer, they will have production back up and going, and we'll be able to get those needle sets. So still in the process. Other events upcoming. I just got last week the email from Marie Green talking about her 4-day knit along. For those of you that have participated in the past, for those of you who haven't, Marie Green designs under the name Olive Knits. She hosts a really anywhere from a 4 to 8 day knit along, sweater knit along, depending on the size that you're doing. It usually kicks off July 1st and runs throughout the month of July. So you don't have to start on July 1st. You don't have to knit 4 days straight. It's just sort of a fun thing to do. Hi, Ruth. A fun thing to participate in. We'll probably do another kickoff party like we did last time. And I can tell you, I'm not supposed to tell you guys anything, but I'll tell you a little bit. I can tell you it's kind of a summer tea. So it will be a pullover, and she's recommending different types of yarn than what she normally does. So that's all I'll say about it now. I'm a little bit excited. In addition to doing the test knit for a different designer, I'm excited to get Marie Green's early, I don't know if it'll be a test knit, but sample knit, so I can get that up and going and have a sample here in the shop before it kicks off July 1st. She'll usually start mid to the end of May into June, teasing it a little bit more, releasing what the theme is. It's really cute this year. I think we're gonna have a lot of fun with it. And then teaser pictures, and you'll know it's not a mystery knit along. You'll know what it is before it starts. You'll know what it is when we take pre-orders for the yarn. So it's not a mystery, just not out there yet. And reminders that the yarn crawls are coming up the end of July, beginning of August. The middle of the mitten yarn crawl is July 20th through 29th. We will be open every day. Crossing over a little bit from that, July 28th through August 6th is the Heartland Yarn Adventure. I think they said they're up to 68 shops participating, which is very exciting. I think it'll be a lot of fun. Middle of the mitten yarn crawl items are available for pre-order on our website. The passports for the Heartland Yarn Adventure will go on sale June 1st. Those ones will be $5. And because there are so many shops participating, there won't be like the little write-ups like you've had for some other yarn crawls in the past. It will just have basic information. But what they are doing is making sure that everybody has an opportunity to be entered for prizes. So there won't be this push to get the northernmost and the southernmost or get all the shops, because that's a lot to expect of people. And I think for some knitters or crawlers, it ended up not being a lot of fun because they were trying to do so much. They were just running in and out real quick. Didn't even get a chance to appreciate what each shop had to offer. That was a little bit different. So I'm really excited about both of those coming up. And it seems like there was something else, but that's all I have around me. So I guess that must be it. I told Melissa, one of these days I'll get over myself and get over saying this, but I didn't think I had much to talk about and didn't know if this would be a very long edition this time, but here I am rambling on as usual. So I'm really hoping that we see you on Saturday, April 29th, anytime between 9 and 6. Definitely is pretty busy first thing here in the morning, which is exciting. Again, the coffee shop opens at 8. So they have been thoroughly warned that people will want to come in and get fully caffeinated before they come shopping. Yes, Sips is the coffee shop in here. They are having their grand opening this Wednesday. So that's exciting for those of us who are here on a regular basis or will be here on Wednesday. They've been open a month now, I think, and we love having them right here. I've been mixing up what I get from them. It's not just coffee. I've been getting tea lattes. They have these shimmers, they call them, as a lemonade mixed with club soda and some bubbles like the boba bubbles and flavored syrups. They have like a half and half Arnold Palmer sort of thing. They have much more than just coffee and bagels and donuts. So good stuff. Okay. I hope everybody has a good week. I hope I see many of you on Saturday. If there are things that we've talked about that you have questions about, feel free to reach out to us, put it in the comments. We'll try and get back with you when we can. Again, reminder, the kits for our LYS Day kits that are for the town line shawl, which is this one, this beautiful thing. Pre-orders will end tonight to be able to pick yours up or have it shipped to you by this weekend. And that will ensure that you get all the goodies along with it. So I hope everybody has a great week. I hope you stay warm and stay inspired. And if I don't see you sometime in the next few days, I will be back on here next Monday at 7.